right, guys and gals, let's do this. Look, it's been running since yesterday. Ay, ay, ay. Get the timer going. Start our workout. Do it like this? God, my arms are all like fucking pipe cleaners anymore. They weren't some monsters before, but now I see them and I see how they're atrophying. And I want to get back. This is the week though, right? Starting Monday, we're gonna start rebuilding the starting. On Monday, we start with full intensity, truly rebuilding. It's funny. I told them, I want to be getting back to my workouts, my free weight dumbbell workouts. That if this had happened when I was like 30 and working IT in San Francisco, it wouldn't have mattered. I would have been like, cool. I don't give a crap. I'm way too busy. Probably would have been the worst time, honestly, in a long run point of view. I would have just like ruined my arms through neglect, trying to focus on my career. Ruined them. As it is now, the wound is looking really good. It comes across well in the video there. I've got a Band-Aid on it. The part towards my wrist looks amazingly good. The part in the elbow is always the longest to heal because that elbow is moving by comparison, and I think this right above the elbow on the part facing y'all. You can't see it though. Yeah, you can kind of tell. Still a little discolored of a bruise there. Just a hint. It's really only possible to tell by my like silky white porcelain skin next to it. And the scar above that is slightly less healed, I think, because of various factors involving the brace, the location, the muscles there, like doing more work. That being the bicep that was like pulled and reattached. The tendon was pulled and reattached. But whatever, it still also looks really good. It just looks like a couple of days behind the rest. Everything is like within a few days of each other. So at the beginning of the week, there's a spot on the scar that's practically invisible. That the rest of the scar now, the parts of the scar around it are starting to look like that. What a bunch of I talk so lazy sometimes. All right, 2 more. God, I don't know how to. I'm so slow to get started lately. This is I'm like 4-ish hours late just out of sheer boredom. I don't feel as run down as I did yesterday. Yesterday I felt tired. It's like legit, man. I have one of the symptoms, man. You're tired. I think it's intense allergies because we've had rain and now we have sun, and we have rain and we have sun. You get these brutal allergy attacks when there's been some rain and then there's been some sun to really grow those allergens and get them up and at them. Oh, should probably get more into taking my fexofenadrine. It definitely helps. Sometimes I take it and I forget because it lasts 24 hours. What am I, an ad for fexofenadrine? But it works. It lasts so long that you forget you took it. As long as you can take it and avoid it's annoying. Fexofenadrine has this one issue where if you take it with we're doing the twisties here. If you take it with vitamin C, it slows your ability to absorb it quite a bit, and maybe by like almost half. I don't even know that you can necessarily compensate for that slowness by taking a double dose, but the problem is vitamin C is in like everything, especially if you're getting ready to hang out with somebody. If you're going out for drinks, there might be vitamin C in something. If you're having like screwdrivers, or if you just did a walk and you want to have like an orange or something, you're like, wow, that walk was a bunch of allergies. Oh no, do I take fexofenadrine or eat my orange? It's just tough. Anything with vitamin C in it too. It doesn't have to be an orange. Everything I've mentioned so far is orange, but if you have anything, you take vitamin C in, and it fucks up your fexofenadrine. There's your goddamn public service announcement for fexofenadrine. Must have a lot to do. We finally put up the Final Fight Ultimate LNS. I think it's Final Fight LNS Ultimate, because it was never Capcom, and I think I called it Capcom a bunch. It was Final Fight, which is a Capcom game. It was Final Fight LNS, for sure, and it's the ultimate version of that. Um, I also show you in the video how to get the hidden characters. It's a lot easier than you might think. It's ridiculous. I've seen videos for it up before in the videos that say, "Here's how to get the hidden characters." Uh, Getting the hidden character is so simple and but kind of weird that I would watch like the whole video and be like, "Where's the goddamn tip?" Because the tip flies by in the first like 5 seconds. Like start a game, kick the sign, run off to the left. So if you're watching the game, they're like, "Here's how you get the hidden characters," and they like start playing the game, and you're like, "Well, where's the characters?" Like, "Well, no, you kick the sign and you run off and you run back to the character screen," which is kind of funny. It's a funny way to think about it. Since that game has that feature that you could run back to a character screen at some point, I wonder if it would. I wonder if it would really help that game if you could switch characters anytime. It has a lot of characters, and I feel like it would be cool if it encouraged you to play other characters. I've started to notice a little bit of like classifications of characters, and they're still very broad in a way that's not real useful to people, grapplers and stuff like that. I would say within those definitions, though, like as grapplers versus other characters, like I was playing Hagar a bunch. Hagar is a character available from the start in the game, and he's one of my favorite characters in the Capcom universe. And so I was like, yeah, I want to play Hagar, and I want to play him good, and I'm practicing with him. I'm like, man, this game's different. It's hard because it's different. I don't know that it's actually hard. Well, it's actually hard. I mean, people struggle with it, but I think if they knew the like tricks of the game, so to speak, they would probably then see that it's a little easier than you think, because you could just beat the tar out of groups of enemies. And I've been so interested in what I'm saying that I'm lost count on my workout here. We'll just do one more. It's at least one more. It may be already done. And I keep getting to 10 in my head way faster than I think I should be. You can really put the beat down on enemies in a way that, if you kill a guy, then he's not a threat anymore. The game's also made to be played 4 players, and I bet 4 players really makes it easy. I played it a little bit with Ed, friend of the site, the other day, and that helped tremendously. Because anytime I see him kind of like knock a guy away and I'm in position to like add to it, I can run over and add to it. But groups of characters, classifications of characters. Want to say, in the like grappler thing, I was playing Hagar a bunch, like I mentioned, and I also played Zangief a bunch. And when I had beaten the game a number of times as Hagar, and I kept kind of sticking to Hagar as like a comfort zone, I was like, oh, I'll give Zangief a shot, because he was actually the first character I played was Zangief. I didn't want to double up Hagar's when Andy and I tried it the first time, and so I threw on Zangief and actually proceeded to have like a monster of a run by my own standards, where I think I died once or something, and I was like, am I just, this is a character I ostensibly don't know how to play, although I understand the rules of the game a lot better. So I was like, that's interesting, and I proceeded to keep playing Zangief and managed to get like a lot of runs down that were like easily 1 credit runs, and like frequently were like either one stupid death or a couple of no death runs. Like, well, holy crap, what does this mean? What am I doing? So then I tried some of the other characters, and it's a beat 'em up game, so you benefit tremendously by having a character with like good throws that do what I want to throw to do, which is like make you invincible, is number 1, but right up there with it, just slightly less important, would be that the throw has a good ability to bowling ball into groups of enemies and knock them over. On Hagar, it's kind of hard. His back throw frequently misses everyone around him, and I'm like, that's really a pain in the butt. You can always forward throw in the game, and his forward throw works better. It works better for hitting people behind you than the back throw. It's nuts. And Zangief's throws all work really good. In fact, some of his command throws hit people like multiple times. They knock them down, and then when they get up, they get hit by the end of the animation because his throw animation is so long. It's like a big German suplex or a double suplex with a power bomb and stuff. You can hit people like 3 times with those. And the damage on that is, it's fine. It's not the most amazing damage in the game, but it's good. Then I was poking around on other characters and just noticing, like, yeah, a lot of them have like a command throw because they come out of like fighting games or other games where they want to represent what they do in those games via some sort of command throw or fancy throw. So I was trying like Alex from Street Fighter 3 and being like, oh, he's pretty rad. I tried Makoto, and oh, neat. I started unlocking this extra hidden characters like Terry Bogard and stuff, who's not a Capcom character, so I think he gets hidden in order to maintain like a surface level of respectability. Like, this is a Capcom fan game. But then I ended up playing Babyhead, also just known as Baby, from the Captain Commando arcade game, who's always been one of my favorite little characters just because he's a little baby driving a robot that does flying pile drivers and shit. And that's when I really noticed the values. He basically plays exactly... that's overstatement. He basically plays... He's like Hagar. He has like similar supers. Well, he has a similar super. He has a pile driver. He has like a running combo attack, a running grab, a running one hit, which is Hagar's run 2 hit. He has a little rocket knee he can shoot out. So he's like a better Hagar is all I'm kind of adding up to here. He's a better Hagar in that he does his damage in less hits. He doesn't have to, like Hagar has this big spinning clothesline with his arms out and bam, 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 bam as he hits them, and that adds up. But with Baby, you just have a single rocket shoots out of his knee or a big elbow drop that hits him instead of like the double axe handle with Hagar, or the only place where they're perfectly identical is their fireball punch that hits twice. But the thing that really adds up, he's basically doing the same damage Hagar. I don't. In fact, I think he does more, even though his strength rating is maybe 1 less. And what he trades for that 1 less is 1 more skill point. And in that game, you have mana that regenerates over time that you spend on doing moves. And so Hagar regenerates 2 mana a second, and Baby regenerates 3. Well, this is huge. This is a 50% increase, and your damage and everything are still the same, and your access to moves is still the same. And so I just rampaged through a 1 credit clear with Baby on my first time playing him, and was like, he's like a better Hagar, and like a different. At least Zangief's different, but I felt like Baby was just Hagar but better. So now I'm interested in like kind of poking around the game and finding if there's other characters I really like, because I was definitely crutching on all the throws for the invincibilities before, and I'm still going to need to do that. But now playing through with Baby, I was like, holy crap, like I got a monster high score, all this crazy crap, 1 credit clear, 1 life clear, all on easy. I need to go start playing normal, because if I can get a 1 life clear, then I can probably get through normal where you only get 4 lives instead of like 8 plus 10 continues or whatever the fuck. So give that a shot. Probably going to do a thing with Andy and I. We're not sure what we're doing. Maybe Resident Evil 4 series might start. We might just play some Capcom. We might do both, because we also just like to hang out and enjoy each other's company and do stuff that's fun. So I'm really looking forward to that. I got to get on my walk now, so it's done in time for us to get doing that. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Likes, subscribe, hit the bell. There's a bunch of bullshit, but you got to say it. I think it's bullshit for different reasons. I don't mean don't do it. I mean do it because I really like the support when people do it. It really helps me out. Like I said, human beings need just the tiniest bit of hope. All right, thanks, guys.